How did I get into ultra marathon running without ever having run a full marathon? Let me tell you. During the pandemic, when I had COVID for the third time. And don't at me. I had all my vaccinations, but I work in healthcare, so yeah. Anyways, the third time I had COVID, I was pretty sick, and no amount of cold meds helped. When you're really sick with COVID, why not get drunk? Yep. And I was just over all of it. The gyms opening and closing, all the overtime. It felt like Groundhog Day, but, without Bill Murray. As someone who's usually in training for something, a trek, a competition, being cooped up in quarantine again, I was pretty sad about it. And pretty drunk. Drunk COVID me decided, no, this. I needed a new goal, a new athletic goal to focus on. And drunk COVID me decided that would be an ultra marathon, but not just any ultra marathon, the Canadian Death Race. Let's be clear. Do I self-identify as a runner? Sure. I've done tons of half marathons, 21 kilometers, and I hike a lot. But I'd never, ever run a full marathon, 42 kilometers, not even on a flat surface road. So this race, with trails and peaks, would be 104 kilometers more than any distance I'd ever run. Drunk COVID Amanda, what's wrong with you? I woke up the next day, still with COVID, and realized what I'd done. Ah well, guess I better start training. It's in 3 months. And then came race day. Whose idea was this? Drunk COVID Amanda, that's who. I didn't have a crew, so I made a drop bag for each leg of the race that the organizers place out at the aid stations the night before. Each drop bag had a list of specific instructions, because I knew I'd be a space cadet when I rolled in there. They said things like, eat a f***ing muffin, you crazy b****. Such a glamorous sport. Fill your water bottles. Get the f*** out of here. You've got 4 hours to make it to the next leg. Leg 2. I had a pretty solid plan of water, running gels, and food. Definitely lots of sweat, but no blood or tears yet. My watch had long died, along with my earbuds. I had no concept of time or space. Whose idea was this? When I saw the 50-kilometer trail marker sign, I think I squealed like a happy little pig. 50 kilometers. I never would have imagined 3 months ago that I'd have made it this far. When the wheels started to fall off, they fell off pretty quickly. It's getting real. My left IT band had seized up so bad at this point that I couldn't bend my left leg at all. Just wouldn't work. Makes running a little difficult with one peg leg. Looks pretty funny too. Every step was excruciating. I realized at about kilometer 60 that I probably wasn't going to make the cutoff for leg 4. In the death race, you have 24 hours to complete the entire thing, but they have specific cutoff times for each leg. Because you can't have these malnourished, dehydrated, hallucinating psychos wandering around the mountaintops and cliffs after dark in heavy grizzly bear territory. I came into leg 4 about a half an hour past cutoff. My race was over. Was I upset? At the time, no. Although I was hallucinating a little bit. I may or may not have encountered a giant banana. I should explain that the ultra running community is filled with quirky weirdos. My people. No one takes themselves too seriously, and your first name is on your bib, and people talk to you on the trail as if they've known you for years.
First marathon. Wow, here, buddy.
68 kilometers, 2 summits, 12 and a half hours. That was my death race. I learned a lot about myself, about the human body. I learned that I can push myself further than I ever imagined possible. I learned that you can run 68 kilometers without ever having run more than 21. I learned that I should stretch more. I learned I need a better hairstyle when long distance running. Because god damn, wheels falling off. The frizz level. Ugh. I learned that next time I'll be more prepared and better trained. And oh yes, there were next times.
Amazing job there, Meredith, Amber, Kelly.
I also learned that the human mind easily and shockingly quickly forgets pain. That was awesome! Because a few days later, even though I couldn't walk properly, I had signed up for the Grizzly Ultra Marathon. 50 kilometers through the mountains near Banff, Alberta. I also learned that if I can do it, you can do it. I've heard it called type 2 fun. In the moment, you're not having any fun. You're having an experience. I left my sanity back there somewhere. But when you look back on it, it was fun. All right, let's go.